Hello everyone. So I'm here for my daily sharing, and I just thought to check in with the planets, what was going on in the sky, or what is going on in the sky. And I just noticed that Venus has now moved to 16 degrees of Scorpio, which means it's a waning opposition to Uranus at the moment. And I also found that the moon is in Taurus. It just moved over Uranus and it's at 16 degrees. So we have Venus and Scorpio exactly opposing the moon in Taurus. So alongside with the fact that Mercury's at 25 degrees, it passed the square to Pluto, but it's about to go retrograde. I think that it goes retrograde in a couple days. So I think I wouldn't be surprised if there's some things coming up emotionally that has us contemplating or feeling, maybe, honestly, maybe triggered. It might have been coming from the outside world, just sudden triggers and emotion and, anything that would prompt a further investigation into our own values, right? And self-value as well, and what we value. And with Mercury retrograde coming, I think that it would be good to be paying attention to whatever is coming up in your world, in your life, and some of the contemplations, the emotions, feelings, what's happening, in your gut responses and things like that around what's happening in your world. And so that, will likely be informing you of the contemplations that would be most beneficial for you during the Mercury retrograde. And when I say for you, I mean for everyone, right? Because the energies are the energies, and it does, influence the energetic vibe, what we're feeling. And these are always, prompts for us to continue to evolve on our evolutionary path. So everyone feels it is just different depending on where it's happening in their chart. And there's such a vast array of how this could be showing up in circumstances and personally. So, but ultimately, we know that the oppositions are typically happening in the outside world. Something from the outside world can trigger the emotional realm. So that's Venus opposing Uranus. It's still opposing Uranus, but it's also Venus opposing the moon exactly. And the moon moves pretty fast, so that's, it's just, it moves out of a sign in 2.5 days, I believe. So, it's very quick, but it's just something that can, bring this emotional experience and feeling to prompt us. And opposing Venus and Scorpio, I think it can really bring and attract deeper layers of, undercurrents of what's going on in relationships, and ultimately undercurrents in how you're relating with yourself, because of course how you relate with yourself is how you relate with other people. So, and ultimately, is that balanced? Because that's what Venus strives for, is balance with our own values, with another's values. And even if we don't agree, it's just allowing us to have our values, allowing others to have their values. And does it align? And if it doesn't, then you move forward. If it does, then you move forward, right? So, yeah, so I just wanted to give a little snippet today. I've got a lot going on. I've got a lot going to do in my day and in my world. I'm actually kind of behind on things. So I'm going to make it brief today. And as you know, if you've been following me, I'll be back tomorrow.